What's up, everybody? It's Kyle again here. I know it's been a while. Kind of took a little bit of a break. I wanted to kind of, collect my thoughts and sort of see how I wanted to go further with this. But I'm back, so that's good. So today, I want to talk about is basically like I don't want to call it living your best life, but like making your life like all that you can. So, I know one thing that like I do, like I always get up really early. People always like, laugh and kind of, and like whenever I come in or whatever, people see what time I come to the office, they're like, oh, it's crazy, but for me, it's all about making the most of your day. So, like I come early and I come like before my shift, but like, I'm not just sitting around, like I'm making that time worth it. I'm working out or, which I don't do much, but I mean, treadmill or something. I'm furthering myself with knowledge. I'm always doing something, researching something or whatever. So like the way you look at it, and I like to look at it, is that I don't follow this as rigorously, mainly because it's just not practical always. But, if you think about it this way, you need a minimum like 6 hours sleep you can survive on, right? I've talked about that before. It's all about how quickly you hit REM sleep, right? So if you're sleeping, like 6 hours here, like, 6 hours a night, your body gets like almost like quote unquote more tired originally. But because you're more tired, when you sleep, you hit that REM sleep that much quicker. So, that's all that really matters, right? It's how efficient you sleep. So the quicker you're into REM, the quicker you're getting rested. So, if you think about it this way, six hours right there is gone. You got 24 hours in your day, so there's 18 hours to do stuff. Take out 8 for work, leaves another 10 hours, and like that's 10 hours, right? Like even in an hour commute each way, that still leaves a whole other 8 hours to do something with. So like, for me, it's like I take, if you wanted to like take my morning section, right? That's like 3-ish hours, give or take. It's like around 3-ish hours. I'm working out. I'm, going, learning new skills and doing coursework. When you're going home, depending on what your situation is, you could be going home, you could be doing more learning. You can be, don't take this as that, you have to devote every single moment to like learning and better yourself. You don't always have to. You got to take time to, appreciate the finer things. And that's one thing I'm horrible at. I know there's times where like I need to just sort of stop, just enjoy the time that I have and just, relax and spend time with family, and I know that's something I need to personally work on. But again, depending on your situation, if you don't have family, like you're free to do whatever. Like maybe set X amount of hours away, like a way to hang out with friends. But then, the rest of the time, like if you have that 8-hour block of working on things, right, or that 8-hour block of time, maybe take 3-ish hours, maybe even 4 if you want, 4 hours to hang out with friends. 4 hours, you get another 4 hours, to do whatever, like to do any kind of learning you want. And if you think about it, like a lot of courses are measured in course hours, right? So like, and a lot of them are 40 course hours. So like, you think about it, it's 10 days, 10 days of that, and then you have like that quote unquote time commitment filled in. But, there's always new things you can be learning. Like, especially where I'm at right now, like I look every day, I'm learning right now I'm learning like JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Like I'm learning all the stuff from the ground up. I know most of it, but like I want to reinforce all my skills and then, really hone my skills with PHP and stuff. But like, every day it's like I look at something and I'm like, oh, cool. I could also, learn Python. I could also learn, Ruby. I could also, start learning machine learning. And like, that's the thing that you find is once you really start investing in learning, especially in your job or career, the more you learn, you'll realize that there's even more to learn. And one of the things our company lives by is learn forever. And I love that because, I never really believed in the fact, like everyone always wants to believe in the fact that, oh, I'll learn X amount and then, then I'm done. Then I don't have to learn anymore. Then I can kind of I'm at that level where I can that never happens because, like, even especially when you hit this kind of, stride where you're constantly looking for feedback, you're constantly looking for ways to improve, you're constantly going out and being like, hey, I did this. How can I do better? Like, you're gonna just keep getting more and more feedback, and you're gonna keep getting more and more, input and things you can do better. And like once you've hit that stride and you really start like living that, the thing is that you going back to normal and like going back to just being like, I'll show up, I'll do my 9 to 5. That doesn't work for you anymore. That's gone. That's past you. You once you do that, your like mindset is just so set on trying to go above and beyond that, like your above and beyond comes the new normal. So I mean, that's something I always encourage everybody to do. I try to do it. Don't want to say I succeeded at it every single time. Like I think one thing that I struggle with is, I'm great at doing this in my professional life, but my personal life is where I sometimes lack, and that's where I know I need to work and improve. So that's why, I've dialed back. I'm gonna be dialing back some of my stuff, like my extra things. Like I'll keep doing this because it's something I'm passionate about, and like if these words help at least one person, as I always say, if it helps at least one person, it's worth it to me. But like I know I need to focus on my family more, and that's where my goals lie right now. Like in the last while, I've had a lot of professional goals, and I think it's time. It's time for me to really focus on more personal goals. And like personal life and family life goals. And for me, it's they always talk about work-life balance, and it's very important. It's something I struggle with because sometimes I'll find something, I'll get excited about it, and I go to 11. I don't have another setting. I go to 11. And then everything else kind of gets a back burner, and I kind of sometimes forget about the other things. Like, well, I shouldn't say forget, but like, I get lazy with other things, but then I like hyper focus on that thing. And it's like, I need to be able to spread that focus and, give everything the focus I should. So that's one thing, it's my goal this year, is to be better at, excelling in my personal life as well as my professional life. But that does it for me today. I'm glad to be back. If you guys have ideas, you guys want to hear me talk about certain things, you have questions, please just leave them in, the comments on the Facebook page. Or again, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I highly encourage you to do, feel free to drop some comments in there. I'm always usually pretty good about answering comments. I want to hear your stories, what you guys are going through. I'm just as invested in this as you are, and I'm just, I'm going through it just like everybody else. So, we always go through it together. But anyways, have a great day, guys.